MoneyWalk 340. Get out of debt. This program will help you undo financial bondage. Handling money management in a biblically correct way benefits you by allowing money to be put to the right uses in the right proportion to your income and assets, those in line with God's purpose for you and the church. This includes spreading the gospel, making disciples of other people, properly caring for your family, training them in His holy morals and standards, helping those truly in need in ways that truly help them, and shows them how to help themselves in the future. This pattern allows the money the Lord entrusts to you to remain under His spiritual direction and your earthly control when it otherwise would be paid out to those you borrow from and used irresponsibly. The mind of Christ in you desires to show you that getting in debt is not faithful to Him, because it shows you do not believe He is the provider of all and desires to help you succeed without turning to ways of doing it that are not in line with instructions in the Bible. The Bible does not contain any story, instruction, encouragement, or motivation to pursue lifestyle, success, notoriety, or power through borrowing money and thus taking on debt. Men around you may do it, and a small number may become very successful to the world and receive honor in the eyes of men. But the vast majority of people who use debt as the means to attain success suffer the burden of financial bondage that ruins relationships, family unity, personal psyche, reputations, etc. Having beliefs and taking actions opposite of scriptural instruction lessens your ability to trust the Lord to provide all you need so you have all sufficiency in all things. It puts you in a place where you are a slave to the lender, who most times is led by worldly designs to enslave your income, assets, and wealth building capacity, so it cannot be used to greatly benefit people in the way that God desires. Start the mind renewal and thus lifestyle renewal process by 1. Accepting Jesus Christ as Savior and Lord, 2. Daily thanking, praising, and worshiping Him, 3. Regularly reading, studying the Bible, 4. Daily praying to Him, 5. Weekly attending a church that teaches biblical instruction and admonishes its parishioners to live according to it, 6. Working faithfully in a way that brings gainful income, 7. Tithing and offering, 8. Saving an emergency fund, and 9. Investing once adequate savings are put away in order to build wealth that will benefit the kingdom and your heirs in due time. All of this should lead you to draft a budget based on the priorities: give first, then save, then spend reasonably. It must identify your monthly income, subtract your expected expenses, and show you whether you have a surplus or deficit, and give you a view of whether or not you need to cut expenses and/or grow income via overtime, new jobs, and no-cost entrepreneurial profit-making ventures in order to master all of the things mentioned in the paragraph above. If you don't follow the biblical plan, you will employ Satan's destructive plan for your life by obtaining credit cards and loans you don't need in order to buy things you cannot afford. This only brings misery into your life. In fact, that's the situation Satan wants to see you in, though he presents a rosy picture of benefits that debt will bring in order to entice you to follow his path. You have to remember, he often appears as an angel of light and not the ugly ogre he really is. Therefore, you have to be on your guard against his trickery and deceit. A righteous man sees instruction or destruction on the path ahead and avoids it, but a fool walks right into it and is injured. Please pray for this ministry and email any questions. May the Lord bless you richly as you follow his plan.